So guys, we got this 2005 Audi A4, 1.8 liter that came in. Misfires like crazy, and they said it has no power. So I saw this. I pulled this up. Look at this dipstick. It doesn't even go all the way down in. This ain't even the right dipstick for it. Somebody broke the dipstick tube. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. Let's see, where's our tube at? Can we even see it from over here? I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Let's see. Man, why can't I get you guys on this? Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it right there in the center. So that's our dipstick. Look, see? Look at this. So it doesn't even seal because the dipstick's broke off. So that means we got a huge leak there. Oh man, look at this, guys. Is this the... What is this mess? Look at that. I wonder what that even went to. That kind of looks like it's something for the coolant. And they just JB welded it. And they shined it. I see a zip tie under here. Can't pull the cover up. Just doing a quick visual. Waiting to see how many codes we got, because this thing literally has like a dead miss. It looks really, really nice under here though. But I kind of have a feeling that this will probably have like one of those, the bypass valves or whatever. It's probably like Autool. Let's see. Let me go back and see if my scanner finished scanning. So guys, look at this. This clamp isn't even tightened down here. And the charge pipe, look at that. Look at that. There's our low boost problem. And I looked over here and then I saw these connectors just hanging. Don't know what that goes to. This AC line's just, is this even connected to anything? Is there no AC compressor on here? Somebody removed the AC compressor? This is awesome. This is awesome. So they removed the, yeah, there's no AC compressor. So they removed the AC compressor and then put a shorter belt on here. Guess tomorrow we'll work on figuring out what's going on. Okay guys, we're back with the Volkswagen. So I got my smoke machine set up. I want to smoke this intake, make sure that there's no like issues with it leaking. I tightened up the hose underneath. I also have a new AC compressor coming for this. Let's set this back here. So I reached out to my friends over at I think it's OBD Tools. I'll have to show you guys. So I got these intake bladders. These things are kind of nice. They're not quite as nice as the Ready intake, but I think it's Easy intake, whatever it's called. I think it's called Ready. Could be wrong. I have the other one, but these come with replaceable bladders too. You can get spare ones too. These are more like a silicone compared to the rubber. I'll probably make a video comparing them. But man, these things are like a quarter the price. So you just put these in the intake. Like I got a couple of these because of how cheap they were. See, so we'll just put this in the intake, and then we'll inflate it. Now, there's some slight differences. Like the hoses on this one are slightly smaller, but I can live with it. So you can see that inflated in there pretty nicely. So it ain't moving. So we're gonna connect this up to our smoke machine. I'm gonna quick do this and then we'll see if it leaks, because it might be a little hard to do this one-handed. So there we go. We got that connected. Let's turn our smoke machine on. Let's turn our flow all the way up. And let's see if we get smoke anywhere. Might take a little bit. We might be better off creating a leak. Now I did Should probably show you guys this if I can. Oh, we got smoke coming out of somewhere. Oh, is that the PCV valve? Look at that. I wonder if that has a torn diaphragm. That might be our misfire. So, I did block off the dipstick tube. Looks like there's smoke under here too. Let's see if you guys can see that. Right there, I put a cap. That's a cap in the dipstick tube. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to pull this diaphragm off. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull that diaphragm off, check that PCV valve. We got smoke everywhere. So guys, I took the cover off the engine right here. And there was no clamp on here. So I slid that apart, so let's see which side it comes from. Maybe we can block it off. Just turn oh, look at that. Look at that, chugging away. And if we block this side off, you can see it just starts pouring out the valve then. And also it's coming out down here. Looks like the clamp ain't on right. Maybe we can slide this hose off and block it. I think that's what I'm going to do. See how much smoke comes out of this thing? Smoke machine's amazing. Okay guys, so we got our plug in here. Now let's see what happens. So we shouldn't get any more up to there. Look at our pressure rising. So if I pull this cap out right here, our pressure should probably go down. Yeah, look at that. So we're actually able to build pressure in the intake system. So the fact that we can build pressure with this little smoke machine, I'm thinking we may have this fixed. Well, not fixed, but diagnosed. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook the scan tool back up. We'll start this up and we'll see if it misfires. I wonder what our fuel trims were with that. I should have looked at them first, but this thing ran so rough. Okay guys, so I got it all put back together. This valve is bad, 100%. And we're going to start the car up. I'm going to connect the Thinkdiag up first, and we're going to see what our fuel trims are. So there you go, you can see our check engine lights flashing. I'm going to shut it off, and we will go get my Labscope, and we'll see if we can use a secondary pickup and see which cylinder is misfiring. Okay guys, I got my Picoscope set up. So what we're going to try to do is, I got my new modified amp clamp from AES Wave right here. Got that set up around the battery, so we're going to try to do a relative compression before we start this. I mean, before we go after the misfire. I just want to double check, make sure the engine has good compression. So we got the WyzeProbe sitting here on cylinder 1, just sitting here. Hopefully we can pick it up enough that we can, let's see, that might have to be good enough. So hopefully that'll pick up cylinder 1. I have all the injectors unplugged right here. See, they're all unplugged, so we won't have any fuel going in. Now we're going to crank it. Hopefully we get a good capture. Let's see. So I'm just going to reach in, turn the key on. We'll do a nice long crank. There we go, nice long crank. Let's see what we got. Let's see, stop. Let's zoom in. Look at that, guys. Look at that. We'll increase these a little bit. So our compression looks pretty good, guys. That looks really, really good across there. There's a couple different ones. Like, you got some changes in there, but I'm not too worried about that. Overall, it looks pretty good. We're above, like, what, 128 amps almost the entire time. There's that one that's a little low. But also, they drove it misfiring the whole time, so now I'm going to plug the injectors back in. We'll save this, and then we'll look at our secondary and see if we can find our miss. Okay, guys, so we are going to look at the secondary patterns now. So if I put it on here, you can see what that one, that's cylinder 1. Cylinder 1 looks okay right now. Let's get a cylinder 2. Cylinder 2 looks okay. Cylinder 3. Cylinder 4. I think cylinder 2 the burn time looks shorter. Yeah, look how short burn time is for cylinder 2. Yeah, cylinder 2 is definitely shorter. Try doing a cylinder drop test. Okay, that's definitely got a pretty good spark there. Let's do this one. That one has a pretty good spark. This one is nothing. Nothing. It's not even arcing out the plug. Oh, look at that. It's arcing inside. It doesn't even arc out of it. Let's check one. We don't even have an RPM change. See? These arc out the plug. See if we can put this back on the plug. There we go. But yeah, there's nothing on this one. So I think we might need a coil and plugs. I'll try swapping the coil, but I'm pretty sure that coil is going to be bad. We might be able to look at the current for it. Okay, so I got a new valve here. So if you put your thumb over this and then you blow into here, you'll hear the diaphragm move and it seals up. This one will not do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one on and then we'll smoke check it again. I'm still waiting on the dipstick. No idea what's going on with that. And then this car should be running pretty decent. Well, at least a lot better than it was. That we got a full exhaust for because the whole exhaust is leaking everywhere. From like the flex pipe back is just leaking. Guys, so we're gonna load up some data here. Let's see. See what's going on here. So our grams per second looks like it might be pretty close. Equivalency ratio 0.9 to 1. It's pretty good. Let's see what our fuel trims are. Long term 0, short term. Look at that. -7, -8. So it's subtracting fuel, so it's not even seeing a leak right now. Because otherwise it would be adding fuel if we had a vacuum leak. So man, that is awesome. It might be just subtracting fuel from how bad it was running before. So I'll have to see what they want to do about the dipstick tube. We'll pull this out here. Now ideally, we would want to take it for a test drive. but I don't want to take it for a test drive until we fix the exhaust. We got a full exhaust for it. Well, I say full. From the flex pipe back, so we're going to weld the flex pipe on. They picked an aftermarket exhaust, so I don't know how well it's going to sound, but we'll find out, I guess, once we get it done. And we got to get that elbow for the secondary air. But look at that. Look at our fuel trims in gear. Well, now we're adding some fuel. But I'm liking it so far. Way better than what we were. Hey guys, we got this 2005 Audi 1.8 turbo, and it doesn't want to start. Like you can see, turn this, like sometimes we'll get a click, sometimes we get this like flickering gauges, and it doesn't really make much sense because I have my jumper cables. These are my cheap ones though, running from my truck right here, and the car is pulling 9 amps, so that's kind of odd. I wonder if we have like a ground issue. What we can do is, I guess we just move the jumper cable over to the engine from here to here. Look at that. You can hear the sparking. Let's see what happens from there. Let's see. Oh, look at our lights. Look at that. Let's take that off again. Let's see if it'll start without that. I wonder if we got a bad ground, because this would actually just prove a bad ground the way we're hooked up. Look at that. Look at that. So I wonder if we have a bad ground. Oh no, it's looking kind of good. Looks good. There's a lot of water down here in the cow. Let's see, is this loose? Like, I think the stud's loose. Oh, look at that, guys. I think that might cause it right there. Huh? God. Look at that. Visual inspections. Let's get that nut off. We'll pull this up. That should have never came apart. It's crazy. Guess we don't need the jumper cables anymore. Okay guys, so I got it out. Look at all the water in there. I wonder if maybe that's what corroded this, the pool of water that's in the bottom of this. Because it corroded this right off. So I'm gonna get a new end for on here. We'll cut back the wire, see if the wire's still good. If not, we might have to make a new one, but I think we might be good once we cut this back. And then we'll put a new end on and we should be good to go. Okay guys, so I heated this up in the vise and then put solder in it and then stuck it in there. So I'm going to put some heat shrink over it and I think we should be good. Okay guys, so I got it all on there now. Look, I put heat shrink on it, bent it. It's looking pretty good. Got it connected. Now you want to know what caused that to fail? So if you look down here, you'll see all the marks from where the battery was sliding. So we're through the paint. So this battery's sitting here, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and probably fatigued the metal. I bet you now, if we go in here to start this thing will just start right up. If I left the key out here. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Now we'll have to see if we can get that. We'll have to see if we can get that battery tightened down more. I'll see if I can do that. And if we can, then this will be fixed. But I also think this might be the wrong size battery for in here. Okay guys, so I tightened the bolt up down there. It was like one turn loose or so. But now look, battery doesn't move. So no more killed battery cables. People don't realize that. Like, that ruins your batteries when it's sliding around and banging around, like when you don't have it tied down. People wonder why their batteries don't last that long, and it's because the battery ain't held down. Like, it's just sitting there vibrating and bouncing around and then sliding and stopping, and it just kills your batteries. Surprised this one's lasting though, because it's what, almost 10 years old. I guess 9 years old. It's crazy that it's lasted this long, but I wonder how long this problem was present. Hope you guys like it. See you later. So guys, we got a new elbow for right here where this one's all destroyed and broke right here. You see that for the air pump. So I gotta try to get this rubber off because this rubber is like a rock. It's more like a plastic right now. This one's a little bit more pliable, like a really hard silicone, but this one's literally like a rock. So guys, we've got this Audi here. It has a has an exhaust leak, and I want to check it with the smoke machine. So I got these adapters right here, these bladders from OBD2 tools, and we're going to put these in the exhaust, and I'll show you guys how they work. They work pretty nice, and they're very cheap. They're like $25 to $30, so we just stick this in the exhaust, and then we'll just fill the bladder up. There we go. And then we'll do the other side. Let's do the other side. And I have a plug for one of these. We're gonna have to put a plug in one because it's dual exhaust. But we can inflate the bladders on these. There we go. And I'm gonna connect the smoke machine up, and then we'll fill this with smoke, and we'll check the exhaust for leaks. Okay guys, so we have the smoke machine on, and we have it going. We have this bladder plugged right here, and we got this one over here with the smoke going in, and you can see under here it's just pouring out here. So we're gonna block this off and see if we have any other leaks. It's leaking out the top. Now we can see it's leaking out of here, out of this flange, right here. You can see most of this is stopped here, but now it's leaking out the muffler right here. And it's leaking all out up here at the flex plate. Just pouring out right there. So this car pretty much needs a whole exhaust. But it's always important to block off any leaks that you see with like tape, some kind of putty, anything, so that you can see. So you can see where it's leaking somewhere else, because you might fix one and then find out that it leaks somewhere else, like at this flex pipe. You can see how it's all leaking right where it connects. So I hope you guys like it. See you later. So guys, we got a new exhaust pipe, but look at this. See if this will show up. Look at the bottom. There's nothing there. The only thing holding it on is the top piece. That's why it was leaking so bad. Here's a better view. Okay guys, so we got a whole new exhaust put on here. We welded a flex pipe up there, and we got it all on, so we'll check our fuel trims and we'll see what it sounds like. Okay guys, so look at this. So we're back with the Audi, and our fuel trim is -10%, which is I'm okay with right now. There wasn't an oil change or anything done on this. And you can see Our mass airflow is saying 4.2, which I don't know if that's good or bad right now. We're at like 900 RPMs or so. What are we at? Let's see, does it say it on here? Do I have RPMs? 818, 819. And we're really cold because we're at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So let this warm up, but we got a whole new exhaust on here. Let's pull this. Let's pull this over here. I'll let this warm up a little bit and we'll see what happens with the fuel trim, but I think they'll end up leveling out. And we'll look at the exhaust real quick. So there you go. And seems to be working pretty good. Kind of stinks, but we'll let this warm up a little bit and we'll see what happens here. Look at this, guys. So we're at 206 degrees. Mass airflow sensor 2.8. Intake 118. Look at our short term and long term. Pretty much zero. That is amazing. Confirmed fix, guys. I don't think they're going to have any issues. Hope you guys like it. See you later.